come this week.
What's the biggest difference there that would make you able to go this week versus last week?
Time for healing.
Aaron, at what point did you know you wouldn't be able to go, and were you optimistic kind of heading into Sunday?
I'm not going to get into that. Yeah. I mean, I was trying to see where I was at Thursday and Friday. That's all I'm going to say about that.
So not this week, as far as relating to last week.
Yeah, well, I've had more days for the callus to form and more healing, especially Monday and Tuesday. Just doing rehab. Today I did a little bit more. Tomorrow I'll do a little bit more and see where I'm at come Friday.
Is it your understanding you have to have a doctor's clearance to play on Sundays?
No, I've never had that understanding.
What changes for you, or does it change in terms of the preparation this week comparatively?
No, I prepared to start last week, just like I'll prepare to start this week.
How comfortable do you feel with the brace or cast, whoever it is that you're wearing? Are there certain limitations you have with that device?
With the cast, you mean? There's limitations for sure, but that's for safety.
Last week you talked about wanting to be able to take steps under center. Where are you kind of in that process? Do you feel more ready to do that this week?
Not today. Not today. We'll see about later in the week.
Great frustration, all you didn't get to go back in.
Yeah, for sure. I'm always wanting to play. And there's been very few times that an injury's been significant enough to keep me off the field. So that was definitely disappointing, but also being in Chicago. But that's what it is.
Aaron, you've been in a lot of playoff races over the years. What separates the team from one to have success maybe come off your fall?
They start playing the right way this time of year. I think sometimes injuries play a part in that. We've been pretty fortunate for the most part to not have a ton of major injuries to starters, but you start to play the right way. We got good opponents on the schedule, the last 6. We have 3 division games, so there's a lot in front of us.
Aaron, from the office, what do you guys have to do to play the right way so you guys can try to get in?
We got to be on the details. Same thing we've been talking about all year. There's just too many times where, we haven't been able to survive downs. I guess the best way to put it, where there's an MA or a mental error or a misassignment, and we're not able to kind of survive the down and either get through it with an incompletion or a 0-yard gain or a dump off that keeps us, in front of the sticks. So we got to do a better job of that.
I think cameras by you. Do you see that legal formation where it happens?
Yes, that's exactly what I was reacting to.
Aaron, what can you do in practice to get rid of those MAs? And then how do you carry that over to Sunday?
Well, we've been trying to figure that out all season. So I think it's, I think this is a time where the focus maybe has to go up a little bit more, and the serious approach needs to maybe tighten up a little bit more. I love what a loose team we are, but sometimes you got to maybe crank that thing up just to maybe 1% and get a little bit more locked in. But it's really on the players. We have to. Monday to Saturday is when you win a lot of these football games, and just dialing in the plan and being able to fix things when they happen in real time, and being able to make a bad play doable. And if we can do that, then we're going to put ourselves in a position to win all 6 of these games.
You played with Broderick all season. You obviously can't go on Sunday. What's your comfort level with Calvin or Andrews, whichever plays up starting there?
Yeah, a lot of comfort with those guys. I mean, obviously, Rod has played really well for us. AP's played a lot of football for us. A lot of confidence in Cal coming in. He's been a great swing for us, and he practices with us all the time during the week. So we have a lot of confidence in both those guys.
Aaron, you said that a lot of success on Sunday depends on what happens Monday to Saturday. What is the you see the things that are you seeing the things that we need to see from the week out of this group, or is there one thing that's not to us this time?
Let me see what happens tomorrow. I feel like we had a good start to the week. We had a good meeting on Monday. We had a good time yesterday watching some tape together. So we'll see what the film looks like today, and we'll see how it feels tomorrow as well.
I guess they kind of had more of the last 6 weeks here with things that were up and down. In terms of the preparation on Monday and Saturday games.
The preparation is there, it's the execution. And I wouldn't say it's been up and down just the last 6 weeks. You know, this has been the entire season, you know, just a little bit off in some of the details. So we can tighten that thing up, all 11 of us, and they expect us to play really well.
I know you usually start off with questions about statistical achievements and stuff, but when you talk to a guy like Caleb Williams after a game, he tells you you want to on offer. He's coming with Josh this week. So I think you think all about your legacy and quarterbacks who grew up watching you like these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always thinking about that. Somebody's always bringing up some sort of reference that makes me feel much older. And I was, you know, working with Gabe in the training room, and you know, we got the same kind of inside joke, sense of humor. Both graduated in 2002. So like I said, at the end of my time in Green Bay, you know, I felt really close to a lot of the guys that have been there forever, because I had 18 years together with them. And when you're in a locker room like this, you got to find ways to relate to all the guys, but you're significantly older than a lot of them. You know, you got Asante Jr. in here, played against his dad. JPJ played against his dad. There's guys across the league that played against their fathers, so I'm thankful for that. It means I've played a long time, but it's good perspective. As far as Josh goes, he's one of my favorite people in the league. You know, I've been a fan of his since he came in the league. Him and I have become friends over the years. He's a fantastic guy. I love the way he carries himself. He's arguably the best player in the league, and you know, things have been trending up for him ever since his first year as a starter, and I just really appreciate the way he represents the league, and can't wait to see him and tease him about all the damn commercials he's in now. But I mean, he's on that arc. He's in the superstardom stratosphere, and I'm proud to be a friend of his and see the way he carries himself.
2 more. 6 games left. How important is it to get this one specifically kind of start that model? Like you said, maybe like 6 out of 6.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's important. So when you're playing at home and you're playing in the 425 slot, which means that it's going to be a semi-night game because of the you know, the time of the year that we're in. You know, these are great games. We're on the #1 CBS group this week. We got the fans all day to get ready, you know, most of the day to get ready for the game. So we need a loud crowd out there, and we need a great effort. You know, these are the kind of games that you win and take a lot of momentum from as you move forward. And obviously, we know what's after this one.
So you didn't practice.
All right, really big game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We done fell down to second place in the AFC North Division since Lamar Jackson's came back. They've been winning their last 4 games. So it's a critical game against the Buffalo Bills in that 4 o'clock slot. We blew one last week, and Rodgers wasn't able to go with that cracked wrist. Hopefully he's able to go this week. Got to do what we got to do. Hey, if you like the content, can you help support the channel? Hit that thumbs up so it'll push the live feed out. And appreciate you for supporting and blessing the channel. I'm Randy Prentice, the host of Premier Sports Talk.